Some progress. Hello, welcome back, everyone. This is day 2, week 1 of FTVE 17-18-43 at single camera production, TV production, and video editing. We are joined by, no one's currently on Zoom. We'll wait for the Zoomers to show up.
You don't need me.
You can sit right there, Phil, and be there. What's up, Tony? What's up? Are you in this class? You just on it?
No, just dropping by.
Dropping by.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Jared.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Jared.
All right, all right. Come on in. We're coming in on time. There's no. I'm never late. Just appreciate it. Anyway, we start every class. We didn't start it last time, but this is how I start every class. Who saw something? Who watched something? Who wants to tell us about something they watched? Could be over the break. Could be since the last time we met. A piece of content. Ember.
Ended up watching last night with my father and summer. Watched The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, Mandalorian Grogu. It's a 2026 release. Disney, of course.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was great. I don't understand the hate behind it because it's been getting a lot of flack. Some people say it's just like an hour and it's some change of like glorified action. I'm like, no, it's technically just 3 Mandalorian episodes thrown together into one big film. So
I think that might have been the critique, though. It was just 3
that's the thing.
episodes.
It's like, so what? It's 3 episodes. You get a movie.
Yeah. Okay. Ember, you were the first volunteer, so you're going to be the first victim of this.
That's totally
I
fine.
will warn you, anybody who's been in the class knows before. What star rating do you give The Mandalorian and Grogu? Now,
I like the fact that he takes a step out of 5.
yeah, out of 5. That's
Because
positive.
I just want to make sure because some people do 10.
I do not do 10. I'm going to tell you right now. You can do as many star ratings as you want, but in my class and talking to me, I require my star rating. I do out of 5. Okay.
All right then. I would give it I would personally give it a 4.
4?
Because it's not perfect, but it's not bad. But also there are some things that could have been changed to make it a better movie. Like some things definitely could have been cut.
Sounds absolutely.
He doesn't allow half stars.
Hey, Phil!
No, I kind of figured
I
that.
had to do the spoiler alert.
No,
We were waiting for someone to walk
No.
into that trap
don't
before that.
worry. Oh,
So no one who heard that.
here's the
Ember passed the test.
And don't worry about it because guess what? I'm not falling into your trap. I know there's no half-star rating.
Okay, great. Well, we'll say right now so that everyone can say, I don't accept half-star ratings because if you do 4.5, that's actually 9 out of 10, right?
Yes.
So that's out of 10. We're doing out of 5, and we're being brave and we're being decisive. So the way that I rate things, I didn't see Mandalorian Grogu yet.
Oh, you have to. You have to.
I will, and I would rate it, and then my 5-star rating. This is kind of how I judge things, and since you're in my class, I want you to judge it the way I judge it.
All right.
Out of class, you could say Tim's rating sucks. That's totally fine. He's got bad opinions. But 5, I love the film. 4, I like the film. 3, it's fun. 2, didn't like the film. 1, that's horrible.
No,
Easy, right?
Yeah, 1 is what did I watch?
1 is sometimes it's fun to watch ones, but
Yeah.
1s are awful torture. So 4 stars makes sense to me. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing. Anybody else want to share a film or something? Could be a film, could be a TV show. Yeah, it could be just something you watched. What's your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Go ahead.
I saw this film called Obsession.
Obsession. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I give it probably like 5 stars.
5 stars. What? Why do you give it 5 stars?
Just the way the budgeting, which is like it just was well done compared to like $1 million movies. I think it's like 500,000.
Yeah, low budget horror film, right? From again another 2026 film. I saw this one too. 5 stars means you loved it. I saw it in the theater. Gave it 5 stars also. I loved it. I think it was pretty perfect horror film. Really interesting cast, and now all those people are going on to bigger and better roles, right? Like the main actress is cast in X-Men now, so coming up. And I wrote, you can sit, Tony. You don't have to stand.
I'm only gonna be here for like a little bit. My sister's birthday today.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
sister.
birthday to Tony's sister. Her name's Tony with an I, right?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Very
Good
jealous.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Why
Uh,
jealous?
It takes the spotlight, you know?
Yeah.
It's more unique than the FTVE, you know?
Then rather than
Yeah.
why?
Tony's sister's name is Tony, and just spelled different. Yeah. Great. Okay. We'll do one more. Anybody else want to share? Thank you for sharing, Sebastian.
So backrooms.
Backrooms. I saw that too. Okay. Talk to me about backrooms.
I did notice that, well, the writer is from Santa Cruz. It took place in San Jose, so it's like really close to home for me. Which is kind of
Sure. It wasn't filmed here though.
Yeah, but it was like in San Jose.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, Tim. They referenced, hello, they referenced, like the 101, I think, at one
The
point.
street that it was on.
Yeah, Almaden or something, right?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, wow, that's here. But seeing like a bunch of the fan projects and stuff, translating over to a professional project, they definitely went more on the psychological horror side of it, a lot more mental, which set it up for a sequel for sure. By the end, I was really confused by the end.
Did you watch the original short?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't seen either one yet.
Yeah, no, it's like I remember I rewatched that before going to go see that, and they set it up for a sequel. That was it. Just hard wall. That was all. I mean, the production value was really good. You could tell the budget wasn't that massive because it was a first developed movie for the big screen.
Sure.
But its concept was really interesting how they spun it into a feature film. So, a lot of blind sides in that film. I was like, oh, okay, the characters are going to do this or do this. So, out of your rating, I'm gonna give it a 3 though. Like how it just ended like that. If you saw it.
I did see it. Sorry, people are texting me for the Zoom link right now, so give me a second. I was actively listening. I was trying to find on my cell phone where the Zoom link is, and I found it. Okay. Copy link. Let me send Marty this really quick. All right, thanks for texting me, Marty, in the middle. Okay. Marty will jump on unless Marty's in the look. We got participants in the chat. Okay. Okay, not Marty yet. But so for me, I also saw Backrooms in theater. My daughter Charlotte is 15, and she absolutely loves horror films. Like #1, that's all she wants to watch is horror films. And I'll tell you right now, that's probably one of my weaker genres is horror. I grew up not really liking them. My mom wouldn't let me watch them. And so I've come to appreciate them a lot. I really like Zach Krager, who did Weapons and Barbarian, a lot from last year. So we went and saw Backrooms at theater. We saw Obsession. And again, I said I gave a 5 to Obsession. I gave a 3 to Backrooms. It was totally fine. I honestly think the movie has a good middle third, and I don't like the beginning or the end.
Yes,
The middle third is pretty dope.
yes.
But
I
then
think the ending was really rushed with how they would get to the climax.
yeah, I don't know. I just was like just not impressed, I guess. And it
Yeah.
just was more creepy weird than scary weird. Like I like weird, right, Tony? I like weird. I like you. Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna love what I got this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be excited.
You're gonna love it.
Good. I'm writing one for you. Remember, you're my
Oh, yeah,
actor.
it's, we're still doing that? It's still on?
I hope so.
Yeah, perfect.
I changed the name.
Yeah, what is it now?
It's Frab. FRAB.
Oh.
Ramp,
Frab.
ramp.
All right. So 3 stars, 3 stars. Anybody else see Backrooms? What was your star?
Honestly, same as you guys, 3. The
3?
beginning and the end were the weaker parts of it. Like Jared said, the end was like, it felt like they did good, got the whole movie, and the end it was like, come on guys, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. And then the middle was actually
Put
like,
people talking on?
oh,
You can.
do not.
Too late.
Not yet.
Film class, sorry.
If you're talking, You're on camera.
Sorry.
There, now you-
There you go.
No, but seriously though, like it was good for the most part, but then like the ending just felt like like they said pedal to the metal, get this out here, let's make money.
Let's wrap it up.
And then it just felt weird at the end because it was like in the middle it was really good. It's like, oh, we're actually paying attention, we're actually caring about this film. But then at the end it was just gave it the middle finger essentially. And I didn't even understand what happened at the end. It's like
I was sitting there too, like, what the hell?
I was sitting there and I'm just like, can I get a refund on my ticket, please? Like, what is this?
It's definitely a movie I thought about a lot after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot to ponder. And what's your name? Sorry, what's your name?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Alexa.
Alexa?
Yeah.
Alexa, you saw it too. How many stars?
Three as well. I'd
Three?
say. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty kind of mid movie then. Three. Anything you want to say about it?
I like the beginning and the middle, but yeah, the ending.
I get it. I get it. All right, well, thank
No, I
you.
don't
Now,
like
I will tell you that we can spend more time talking about stuff when we go into lab and later, but I like to just start. The main thing is we're going to be creating content, so we should be consuming content. And the more movies and TV shows and TikToks and Insta stories and whatever your tweets and
Reels.
whatever you're watching, the more you consume, the more you know what you like and what you don't like. And
Yeah.
even if you don't know why, instinctually it'll let you know, okay?
I'm actually planning on seeing The Odyssey in IMAX.
I wanted to, I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely would love to see it in there. But honestly, my goal is this weekend is to go see Coyote versus Acme.
Oh, yeah.
So
Coyote, what?
Don't go watch it.
I won't be, I didn't see Super Troopers 2 and I'm all right.
Just don't.
Huh?
Don't go see Ice Cream Man either.
Ice cream man? All right.
We watched that whole bit. Genuinely like the worst thing I have seen. Like in so long. We walked in there, we knew it was gonna be bad. We knew there's AI use in that movie. It's
Oh,
you
no.
know, oh, it's bad. And then we walk out, we wasted like an hour and a half of our time, like, it was bad. And we went to AMC because it was the only place that was like showing you a decent time. Original tickets were like $30.
$30.
$30 for two people. And then, but
That's
since it was an
$15
A-lister,
a
he saved it like
$15 a ticket. It's
probably pretty, not worth it for ice cream.
Sometimes.
That's
Hey,
not
good. Hey, I think it's always worth it. Personally, I think it's always worth it to watch a movie, even good or bad. If you watch a bad movie and you have, you can, but like a really bad movie, you almost get as many stories as if it's a really good movie.
That's true.
Right? The worst thing I would want, I almost think 3 stars are the like worst movies to watch because then you're just like, the movie was mid. Like, and that's the end of the story. Like,
Yeah.
meh. Like that's the worst type of movie. At least if it's a bad movie, let me tell you, Ice Cream Man sucks, and because it sucks because of blah 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 blah. And we can talk about it. So I go to the movies to feel something, good or bad. I want to cry. I want to be mad. I want to be happy. And most of the times when people are like, oh, people are going to this movie and getting motion sickness, that's when I buy a ticket. I want to watch a movie that makes me throw up. Okay? It's never happened. The movie Cloverfield came out when I was in college or something, probably older than college. But the big note was, this movie makes people have motion sickness because it's all handheld, right? It's all POV handheld.
I was sick.
So I went, sat in the theater. Halfway through the movie, my wife turns to me and goes, I'm feeling nauseous. And I turn to her and go, awesome! And like watch the whole movie, and then at the end of the movie, she's like, I told you I was feeling nauseous. I'm like, what'd you think of the movie? She's like, I hated it. I'm like, why? She's like, I felt nauseous. I was gonna throw up. And I was like, yeah. And then she's like, I wanted to leave. And I was like, you should have said I want to leave. I'm like, I was hoping to get nauseous from watching a movie. Like, I would be amazing to watch a movie and then be like, that movie, I watched this movie, made me throw up. So, yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing. We can talk about content a lot. We have quite a bit to do, and we're going to be filming some stuff for FTVE today. So let's start. After we talk, I'm going to share my screen right now so I don't forget to share the screen with people online. But after this, after we always talk about what we first talk about, and before we get into the lecture, I'm always going to log us into our Canvas shell. And in Canvas, which you all should be checking in, again, just a reminder, if you missed Monday or you missed today, you missed anything, our lectures go up. I've already posted the lecture from Monday. I don't know if you've noticed, but here you go. Look, we can watch.
Another L.
It's almost. All right. Oh, I promise it works. Tony's leaving. Have a good birthday party. But okay, look. So if it's not playing on Canvas, I do have the link directly. Hey, there's me. Okay, cool. Hello. Hi. Got closed captioning, FYI. So let's see. Anything good worth looking at? Oh, there I am. Oh, good. All right, cool. That's just for me to tell you, like, hey, every lecture is going to be up. So if you can't be here for whatever reason, your car's late, you can't get on the Zoom with us, make sure to watch the lectures. Valuable stuff every single time. We are covering a lot in very little time, okay? And I know some of you video editors like, we haven't video edited yet. Make sure to bring your hard drives on Monday. We are going to be jumping in the lab. Today we are going to be learning about aesthetics that apply to all three classes. And then on Monday we will do a class for the lab, and then half the class is lab and half the class is lecture for everybody, and then just specifically for academics. Okay, but I said that to go home. And the main thing that we should always check on right here is our FTVE schedule. And as you can see, we posted the week one, we posted the graduation video. Phil, I'm sharing my screen, so you don't have to use it.
Oh, I knew that.
You can just put that on me. Okay, thank you, Phil. Appreciate it. All right, see, right up there.
Oh, yeah.
You can sit. You can sit, Phil. You can relax. You can relax while I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Okay, so today, what I wanted to announce is we've been contracted to do our first FTVE news. Yay! So this is an opportunity to get your FTVE news started or done or participate in some way. When is it, Tim? Well, the art event is from 5 to 7 tomorrow. Phil has volunteered to be part of the crew. Phil, I'm going to put Phil there on there. Is going to run the camera at the very least. We need someone to be on camera or do interviews. I'm going to be there as well. Does anybody else want to volunteer to be a part of the crew? Let me tell you where it's at. We're going to be filming in the art studio, AKA the library.
Right behind us.
Yeah, the library right behind us has a new art exhibit. They're having a cocktail mixer with the artists on Thursday where we will be doing interviews. At the very least, there'll be Phil on camera doing interviews. If not, we'll give someone else the opportunity. Any volunteers, you can think about it, but today we are going to be filming what is called B-roll. And B-roll, we will be filming B-roll, which is basically the art without people there. So we're going to get close-ups and all this fun stuff.
Establishing shots.
You got it, establishing shots, Jake. All of the fun stuff that we're going to learn about today. And do actually practically using our cameras, which are right here. So you get the opportunity to touch the cameras and actually film. Every single person can film a shot today if you want to. Yes?
How long are we shooting B-roll for? How much B-roll do we need?
How much B-roll do we need? Great.
Never.
Well, that is the answer.
That's usually true, but.
That's the answer. How much B-roll do we need? Well, yes.
I have an answer.
Oh, sorry, you're fixing your hair. What do you think, Jake?
I think as much B-roll as you can get, because you never know what you may like or dislike.
Yes. So when we are collecting B-roll, and it's called B-roll because it is the B assets. So we're just doing the hierarchy of A-roll and B-roll. If I say B-roll, and I've kind of hinted that it is shots of the art, what do you think the A-roll might be? Someone who hasn't already taken the class.
Interviews.
Interviews, yes. So our subject, so that will be the A role. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna interview Max, who's head of the art department. We're gonna hopefully interview some of the artists about how's it feel to tell us about your art, how does it feel? You've done one like this last semester, right, Phil? Yeah. So in fact, Phil, this is a great example. Let's take a look. Switch my accounts. To your channel. Hey, how's it going?
Channel's like AA right now.
So I was wondering you were free today.
I am, when I'm free today, I'm teaching until about 4:30. And then, yeah.
I'll get to you by email.
You can go by email, or I'm on campus tomorrow from 1 to 2.
No, I can't grab it tomorrow.
Okay, Friday, I'm on campus pretty much 10 to 2 tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 10 to 2. I'm also busy.
Email me, tallen@e. Yeah. You want to film a video?
Huh?
Do you want to film a video?
Yes, I do. It's club related. I thought
Because this is the class that does all of our FTVE. So introduce yourself.
my name is Farah.
Yeah.
It's
We helped Ferris. He came in and did a pitch to get voters, right? In one of my classes. So I like to think we helped you get elected. So. All right, yeah, email me. We'll figure it out. Okay. If not, you want my cell phone?
I'll take some.
Yeah.
But I think I have your email.
Yeah.
My cell phone is.
I'm giving you my cell phone, so you can text me. Okay. 831. 801. 3766.
766. 831. 801.
Mm-hmm.
3766.
Correct. You're gonna call me right now? Phil hiding someone in the face. Oh wait. Hey, hello, who's this? Hello? Hello. Okay, great. Now we have our new number. All right. Thank you, Ferris. Come on in. Grab a seat. All right, we're gonna watch a video. Get ready, because I hope you like watching videos. This is all of the stuff that we filmed last semester. Phil, where is it?
I saw it earlier.
You saw it earlier?
Yeah, like when there was.
I'm trying to remember where in the semester we did it. Dr. Blues, Bandito.
Oh, it's right there.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, this is Phil with GavTV News, and we are at the Generations of Gavilan Alumni Art Exhibition.
Hi.
Let's take a look at some great art.
Yeah, this is B-roll, by the way. B-roll is video where it's not people talking.
When did you first discover you had artistic talents?
I started out in 1968 out here at Gavilan out of high school. I just needed to take some easy units, and this was a fun thing to be into. So the man standing right over there was my mentor. He was a Kent child, and there was a guy named John Porter, and it was a real nice group of men that helped me out. It's nice to see the kind of things through the years, what they make and what they did, but interesting amalgam of talent that has been accumulated and put out from graduates of Gavilan College.
How long have you been creating art, or when you first discovered your artistic talents?
I started here at Gavilan in 2005 after I had retired from my job. My husband suggested that I go back to school and do art because I didn't have a chance to do that growing up, and yet I loved it. So this was my opportunity to go explore that creative side.
What do you think of all the artwork here today?
I think all artwork is very amazing and very beautiful. I like every one of it. I think all the artists at Galim did a great job on those, especially with the paintings and the ceramic stuff. It's really nice to see all different aspects of artwork.
I mean, this is amazing, display of all the wonderful work that students at GAV have been making for years, and Gavilan's a great platform to get started at and, jump off and get that foundation for the art that you want to create. I did this a long time ago when I was much younger here at GAV, probably in the early 2000s. And it just, it's written in Catalan and it says, in July, neither women nor snails. And at the time I saw that phrase, I was reading a book by Dolly. It was like a biography by Dolly, and he mentioned that, and it kind of made sense to me. I think it's good, to kind of see this collection of work from students who, throughout the decades come together.
And what do you think of the importance of an event like this is for Gavilan and the community?
The community college, it's in that name, community college, right? We're part of the community is part of us. And so being able to open our doors for the community members, alumni, non-alumni, to come on campus and share the space together where we collectively appreciate art, I think is an amazing opportunity. I'm so glad we have this space.
And what is the origin story of the Generations of Gavilan Alumni Art Exhibit?
Well, I started thinking about all of the people who've gone to Gavilan throughout the years and have taken art classes and what they're doing now. And there's a cliche of the starving artist that if you decide to do art, that's kind of all you can do, right? And you just go all in with it. But I don't think that's actually true. I think that you can get a job doing anything else and still maintain an art practice. And so I contacted a few professors who were here and asked them if they still kept in contact with any of their former students, and sure enough they did. I think contacting the artists actually was easier than I thought it would be, and if I was to do this again I could probably find 15 more artists who'd be willing to show. Yeah, everybody was very excited to be part of this. Everybody has a warm spot for Gavilan in the heart. In terms of setting it up, there's a gallery assistance course that we offer. They actually set up this entire show, so I kind of took a step back and gave them artistic license, and they did a lot of the work. I think what I love about it is how different everything is. We have ceramics, we have photography, we have painting. I think one of my favorite things, and this was the idea of the gallery assistance students, was the ants that are crawling around the entire room. They very much tie everything together, I think.
And who is the ant artist?
That's Tamar. She did the ants as well as the duck feet.
Why is an event like this important to Gavilan and the community?
I think it's important for students to see that regardless of what career they choose after Gavilan, or what school they transfer to, or what job they get, or how their life ends up, they can still make art. Everybody here represented did go to Gavilan at some point from 1968 all the way until 2024.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, and we appreciate all the artists here.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. So that was 4.5 minutes. Thoughts?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
You're coming tomorrow?
I got something to cover.
Come tomorrow? Yeah, you can be the interviewer. Great. Phil, you're the photographer.
Okay.
Yes.
And what time is it tomorrow?
It's 5 to 7 in the studio right now. So we have our two. Oh look, it always auto plays next to like a screensaver.
Because you have the autoplay on.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it?
Hi, this is Phil with Gav.
I didn't mean to autoplay, but yes, you could be the interviewer, aka our unaired talent. So we'll talk about this a little bit, but today we're going to be focusing on filming aesthetics. Ultimately, I showed you this to show you what our GAV TV is going to be tomorrow. Similar to that, we can think about our questions we're going to ask, and we're going to interview the artists and everything, and it's a specific art show. I forget what it's called, but the name is up in there. We're going to go there today and shoot all of the B-roll. Now, we shouted out the B-roll, but the B-roll is basically anytime someone talked that we saw something else. Why do we use B-roll? Ember, what do you think?
Because it's also a good chance to also show the other aspects of it and stuff.
Yeah, that is one of the most important elements of video production. Is we are a C art. And what do I mean by C
Show,
art?
don't tell.
Show, don't tell, exactly. That Jake is right. That is something you'll hear me say a lot. Is we we could just be staring at Phil interviewing the artist and the artist is describing the art. But when we have footage of the artist, let's show the art. Let's show the art. If we have the ability to show, let's show. And that's the power of B-roll. Is basically you have layers of video, right? Like we are video editors, and then we chop up and put the B-roll on top. Those of you who have some editing experience, what is another use of B-roll? It's a leading question. I kind of give you the answer.
Retain user attention.
Huh?
Retain user attention.
Well, that's why we edit, right? Because Phil, ultimately, if you just lay down all your interviews with everyone, how long would have this piece been? Like start to finish, you interviewed every single person for about how long?
Somewhat longer than others, but the longest one was like 10 minutes. Like that
10 minutes. So and you
That was
interviewed
one guy.
about 6 people, right? So that could have been an hour-long video that we cut down to 4.5 minutes, right? Why
I
would
actually know a good example of B-roll being used, and that is from Squid Game Season 2 when the loan sharks go hunting for the recruiter, and we see the various loan sharks going to the stations, as well as Junho searching for the island with Captain Park.
I don't recall that. That feels like a montage, though. In film, in films, B-roll doesn't really necessarily apply to films. It's more interviewing television area because everything in film is intentional, right? Like every single shot's set up. So that's like kind of a shot list. Yes.
Isn't it also the same?
Newscast.
Isn't it also typically the same for film
if you're like Jake, if we were shooting coverage, there could be A and B roll there. So that's filming with multiple cameras. But if we're single camera, it's yeah, I think technically that's a good point. But yeah, news coverage, because we're technically kind of doing news coverage, Sebastian. So the B-roll helps. So then when we edit our piece to make it shorter, we're editing the piece. And what does that do to our footage? If I take the A-roll and I chop it up and use only the interesting parts and I lay them all on the sequence, what does that look like? Looks choppy? Yes. We get what are called jump cuts. And jump cuts are when Phil goes, hey, I'm here with this person, cut, boom, and they're talking. And we cut off Phil midway because maybe he stumbled or maybe the person said something boring at the beginning and then we cut into it. So it seems like they jump. We've seen jump cuts happen. And in fact, Phil, I noticed this time there was a edit error. No worries.
Grant, help me.
Yeah. There was a jump cut in here, but then we use the B-roll to cover our edits. So what does that mean? That means like we could interview someone and they could be really bad at being interviewed, right? But we show them on camera, they say, hey, I'm really glad to be here today. And then we literally could make 100 cuts under the B-roll that we don't know as long as it sounds good and works well. So the B-roll helps hide the edits and makes the package more presentable. Okay. So let's take a jump back. I'm glad we watched this. And let's look at a very important element. We're going to learn about shots and composition today. So who knows what composition is? Who's taking an art class or photography class? So what is the composition?
It's like a theme that you're shooting. So it's like in the perspective of an art gallery. Right. You're trying to frame the art you're showcasing. You're not really veering off from that vehicle, if that makes sense, and focusing solely on capturing the main subjects, not like a bunch of different random things bring together. More like focused, if that makes sense.
It sort of makes sense. I get where you're going though. What is the composition? Like
a composition of multiple art pieces stitched together into one.
I'm more talking about like if we look at this art that I bring up here, the composition is what is in the image. So when we look at video and apply to video, we are looking at what's in the frame, what's in the art piece, okay? So if you take an art appreciation class, you're gonna learn like the composition is going to be what style did the artist use, where are the things in the shots that we're looking at matters, because where the image is placed in the frame is all the composition and is intentional. The artist who drew this chooses where the boat goes, right? And chooses like, hey, not only do we have the boat, but we put some little stuff over here to draw your attention. We have negative space up here, which is negative space is when there's nothing in the frame. Well, guess what? As videographers, film cinematographers, we are composing shots that have movement, that have people in it, we are going to hit record and we're going to take 24 single frames a second, or whatever the frame rate is we talked about last time that we're filming in, but we're taking that many still photos. So boom, 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 boom. It would be like 24 paintings in a row to simulate motion. And where we frame the characters matter, because there is some golden rules in nature and golden rules in painting. And I'm going to show you, I want to show you this one right here. Oh, people know, people know. Okay, so this is a great example of what's important, the most important element that we're going to talk about for framing. And framing is how we compose our shot and how we choose what is in the shot or not. And this is called the rule of thirds. Can you tell me why it's called the rule of thirds? Because of three?
Basically.
Three what? I count 9 quadrants there.
It's defined by the 9 squares to see what takes up in the squares.
There's like vertically, horizontally, there's 3 sides.
There's three quadrants basically, vertically and horizontally. So we're paying attention to the vertical lines and the horizontal lines. So our thirds are going to be vertical and horizontal, right? We all have phones and we all take photos with our phones. Portrait mode's vertical, landscape mode's horizontal. Easy enough to remember, yes? Right, Marty? Hi, Marty. Want to come in and sit? Well, it's cold here in the TV studio.
Wait, how hot is it?
It's pretty hot outside.
Oh, dang.
So what's interesting is when we compose our shots, we need to think about the rule of thirds, because where we place the rule of thirds are going to matter for our subjects, especially for our interview subjects. So we can see this rule of thirds, at least for the art, the areas that are interesting. Here, I'll turn this back on so you can see me. The areas that are of interest to us is we're going to compose the shot, and where we, the videographers, choose to place the subject of our pieces is going to matter and change what our viewer's perspective is. And that's a power that we have as the cinematographer, as the artist, as the composer. Is we can do a shot and make the subject look small. We can do a shot and make the subject look powerful. And it's all going to be where we place the camera and how we frame the character. And so I want you to keep that in mind when you're framing something. And I will probably ask you, why did you film it like this? Right? And I think the biggest thing you can remember is thinking about these rules of third, right? And seeing in art, it's going to matter the rules of third. The subjects, again, this is not a traditional, this is like a 9:16, so it's kind of portrait mode. But we see that the subject, the head is here in this quadrant, and where the lines interact are areas of interest. That is going to be like the key of where you put a person. And we're going to be filming a lot of people. So for example, if we go back to, I went off of GAV TV probably. it this one? Yes. Okay, let's go back.
Hi, this is Phil with Gav TV News.
Hi, this is Phil with Gav TV News. All right. Let me get an example that I like. Looking at this image and thinking of the rule of thirds. So we have one line, one line, one line, one line. We can see that the person who composed this shot basically put the two interviewees on which lines? The vertical ones, right? So we have our vertical up and down and our horizontal up and down. And what is on the top horizontal up and down? The head, right? So the head, if we filmed it so that Phil's head was in the lower third, what would that do? Great. Let's do this right now. I am going to stop sharing. Okay, Marty, would you be my camera operator? I will be the subject. So, Marty is going to frame me. And I'm going to look actually in this direction so I can see the screen. Did you see now if I go over here, what's Marty going to do? Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, what Marty is choosing to do, I'm going to touch my nose, by the way. I touch my nose all the time. Anytime I see myself, try. Leave it a medium shot, please. That's an MC here. A little more medium. Thank you. Okay, so looking at this image, I am a subject and Marty is putting me basically on the right vertical third. So my body is in the right vertical third. My eyes are essentially on the top horizontal third, right? And she is giving me what's called talk space or nose room. And why is that? Because essentially I'm talking to someone in this direction. And so Marty is framing me with the intent that I am looking in this direction. So we are getting what's called negative space. So this third has nothing over here. And the negative space is my talk space, which when we watch a movie or we cut this together, I could be talking to someone else. I could be talking to Phil. And now Marty, frame me so I'm talking to Phil. Okay, I'm talking to Phil. So now Marty put me on the left so that I'm talking to the right. Now, Marty, without moving the camera, pan to Phil and frame how Phil should be.
Without moving the camera?
And without trucking the camera. Without moving the tripod. So now, Phil, you're talking, looking and talking to me, okay? So now we can see that Marty framed Phil so that Phil, and this is a closer shot than what my shot. My shot would be what's called a medium. Phil's is more MCU. That's closer. But you can see that Phil is now on the right. I was on the left vertical. Phil is on the right vertical. His eyes are still on the top, and my eyes are still on the top horizontal. Rule of thirds. And this is, if we cut back and forth, we as an audience would understand that we're talking to one another. Okay, we'll talk more about that, but these are just different types of framings. Let's go back to me, Marty. Thank you, Phil.
We broke the 180 rule though, with those two shots.
No, but you put me on the left talking right, and you had Phil right talking left.
How's the 180 line broken?
Yeah.
Was this where we ended off on you?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that.
We're not there. 180 is not today. Okay, we will talk about bringing 180 in the future, but not today. Today's frame. We'll talk about it later. Not now. Don't get me distracted. Okay, we're talking about framing. Okay, so aesthetically, when you're framing, think of the rule of thirds, okay? So the horizontal. So, Marty, it's always more interesting if your subjects are on one of these lines. But I will tell you right now, there are times when you can put it in between the lines. So if I'm framing something and put it in the dead center, it's kind of a less interesting shot than if I put it on the left third or the right third. But if I am breaking the fourth wall, Marty can frame me perfectly like this and put me in the dead center of the line because I am breaking the fourth wall. And aesthetically, this is the best choice. If I'm breaking the fourth wall, which means what? We've all seen it, we've all watched content. Your favorite influencer.
You're talking to the audience.
Talking to the audience, and the audience is the camera. The audience is us watching them. So when I talk in the camera, like I'm Deadpool, I'm talking to you, the audience member, right? I hate that Deadpool is a reference point. Okay, so breaking the fourth wall break. So I can be framed this way. Now, Marty, put me on the left and third. Okay, I could do this too. In fact, newscasters are like this, but then they use this negative space to put like a graphic up here. So if you watch John Oliver or a newscaster, they're gonna put like, hey, someone was murdered in Gilroy, and then they show like a shot of like police tape or whatever, or police sirens up there. Newscast, this is possible as well. Okay, but just note that like my eyes have always been on the top horizontal third. Marty, frame me so my eyes are on the bottom horizontal third, please. Okay. You laughed. What's funny about the shot?
You look tiny.
Absolutely. How you're shot really matters. So this is making me look short, right? So then if we cut to Phil and Phil's on the top third and I'm on the lower third, that tells our audience who might not see my body that I am smaller than Phil. I am shorter than Phil. It really how you frame it. And like all this headroom is not really necessarily an intriguing shot. It wouldn't be my ideal of a good shot. So
can I say something, Tim?
Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
Another thing that you may also want to consider when you're shooting something is what aspect ratio you may want to use for your your TV shoot or your film. Because like for the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, the movie wasn't shot in a traditional widescreen format. Instead, it was shot in a 1.85 1 aspect ratio because one of the Avengers characters was tall. Who was that Avengers character?
I don't know.
Hulk. Hulk is technically taller than a lot of the Avengers cast members. So, what do you do when you have a tall character?
Yeah, you have to consider that with the framing, right? So, like we did watch in the last class, we saw Willow interview someone small. We saw the height differential. So that is going to be something when you consider how you frame it. And sometimes you have to accept that. So aspect ratios, we're definitely going to talk about in the future, but not really the focus of today. Yes?
I did want to add to the framing. If I had a character, I was shooting a film and I had a character on the lower horizontal, I'd probably be trying to convey some sort of emotion that's going on in their head.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are all usable shots because you could frame me so that I'm short if that's intentionally what you want to do. If I feel small, or this is an element like maybe you're trying to tell the story. There is a show called Mr. Robot, which I love because they would always intentionally misframe and break the 180-degree rules, which is something that we're not going to talk about yet. But basically, Marty framed me with me talking to Phil. Frame me, Marty, correctly, please. So I'm not sure.
Incorrectly?
No, correctly. Please.
Oh, okay. I heard incorrectly.
So I have enough talk room. I'm looking that way. Now frame me how Mr. Robot would frame it, Marty. So So basically, they would leave a lot of negative space over here, and I would be talking off frame. And the whole point of that show is so that the audience feels that something's weird, because that's untraditional for television making, okay? So think about the rules of thirds. How you do it is really important. Marty, can you go ahead, please? So what Marty, the camera right now is on sticks or a tripod. Now Marty is going handheld, which careful, because and handheld is no tripod. Now, can you please? Okay. Not only does our framing matter, but the angle of where we place the camera matters when you're compositing the shot. So a low angle shot is the camera is lower, pointing up at the subject, which is me. How do you feel, or what do you think this shot says to our audience?
He's a tough dude.
It's what?
He's a tough dude.
I'm a tough dude.
Because the camera's lowered and it's facing up at you.
Is a feeling of power over other people.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you notice that the camera is lower, pointing up, it's giving the person a point of power. Why? Because all of us were children at one point, right? And the camera is kind of mimicking that feeling. It's invoking that feeling when we were small, we would look up to people always. So if you shoot low and go up, you're kind of invoking that internal part in your brain when you were a kid, that I'm looking up to these authority figures. A lower angle shot gives the person authority, even if it's not intended, where you choose the shot. Now, Marty, can you go higher than me and shoot down at me? Okay. What does this say about the subject?
You're small.
Yeah, small. So if your subject is shot from up, down, you're taking power away from them, right? You're actually saying this person is a small person. It might not be someone I'd listen to. If I was like running to be mayor of Gilroy and they were shooting me like this, people would just inherently be like, I'm not gonna vote for that guy. Look at him. I can see his bald spot easier this way. Okay. And then if you're neutral, which is eye level, just said it's neutral. So eye level is kind of neutral, so it's passive. We usually film our subjects at eye level because we don't want to inherently put bias in our shots that we're composing. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
So higher, lower, you can go back on the tripod, please, Marty. Thank you for that. Tripod. Why use the tripod? As I said, it allows to get steady shots. You can get nice, even movements. You got to make sure that it's level.
Or you want VFX in your shot.
Yeah, exactly. You need it to be held so that you can add CGI or green screen. The best are going to be on tripod. It gives you stability. Now, the tripod can do a couple of movements. So I said, go handheld. Marty pulled it off the tripod and went handheld. I'm going to teach you a couple different terms that are for movement on the tripod. Marty, can you pan left and right, please? Can you pan left? All right, now pan right. Can you slow pan left? All right, this is a slow pan. So panning is the left to right movement. If I say pan and you're the tripod operator, you're going to try to go as smooth and as fluid as possible when you do a really quick whip pan. Okay, see, that's still a whip pan, right? It's jarring, maybe it's intentional. We saw whip pans in the office, right? Like if they were like going from subject to subject.
Or a whip zoom.
Yeah, there could be whip zooms too. We're not at zooms yet. But the whip pan, yeah, look, we can change from subject. Yeah, like you know, that's like some stuff that we can do with the whip pan type thing. There are reasons to do the whip pan. But if you're panning Just know that later when we get to play with the cameras, we want slow, we're looking for fluid movement. So Marty, do like a jerky pan. Give me, oh, perfect.
I can't.
Perfect. You're doing it. All right, so those are good pans because it's not a fluid pan. Marty's trying to,
There you go.
so these are not good pans because they're like choppy, janky movements. Now do a fluid pan. Nice and smooth, and it really gives us the ability to do that. When we go and shoot the art, I want some pans of the art. Marty, pan left and right. I would like you to tilt. Guess what tilt is? Tilt up, Marty. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. We're tilting up, tilt down. No feet, no feet. Sorry, no feet in this class. Don't want to see feet. Sorry, everybody. Yes. So panning and tilting. Okay. There's the other movement is Marty. Can you simulate a dolly for me? This is a dolly movement.
Do we have the wheels?
You're doing it wrong. That's not dolly.
Do I just want me to drag it? I thought I was trucking.
Wait, am I backwards? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm backwards today. Dolly is in and out, so the camera physically moves closer to me. Dolly in, please, Marty.
If we had wheels, that would be.
It's still a dolly. I mean, there is a thing called a dolly with wheels. We're not doing it today. But if I say dolly, it means move the camera in or out. And if I say truck left, Marty is going to physically put up the camera and move it left. Or truck right, physically going to do that. So, and what is moving the camera do in my shot? Not a lot because I don't have anything in the background. But maybe if I had this plant sticking out the back of my head. Truck, make it look weird so the plant is out of my head. You could probably truck left. Nope, truck right. You said that. I think I was guessing. I'm the subject looking at it.
Stage right.
All right, we'll help you out.
Or trying to make it look weird.
I want it so that like, oh look, the plant is coming out of my head, right? I'm like, oh, I don't like how that plant looks, Marty. So truck right, please.
Timothy.
Timothy. Sorry.
Sorry,
there you go. Okay, right there. That's good. Let's look at this shot. Okay, great. I like that shot better because the plant isn't behind me at that point. So physically moving where the camera is affects what's in the shot, and we're composing that. Now we can see that my negative space actually has this plant, which isn't supposed to be the focus. We want to be focused on there, okay? So trucking, dollying, tilting, panning. Get it? Okay. Those are all good. These are all on the final. All right. Now let's talk about different types of shots. So I said this is a medium shot. Marty, get an extreme close-up of me, please. Marty has the dolly in. And an extreme close-up is going to be, this is pretty extreme.
Shows the entire face. Like just the face, maybe a little bit of the forehead, but nothing else. Or just the eyes.
Do my nose. So extreme close-up, the extreme close-up could even be, I don't even know if we have the focal length, but we probably can't. Yeah, we don't, not this camera, can't get that close, but it could just be my eye, right? We've all seen the shot, I'm forgetting, you can go back now, please. Sorry, in my face. So extreme close-up, and I'm going to tell you right now, project number 1. I'm going to give you the answer for project number 1. Okay, project number 1 is a framing exercise where you need to film shots and put it together and turn it in. And one of the shots you have to do is an extreme close-up, okay? So an extreme close-up of a person could be their eye, it could be my fingernail, it could be like this much of my face. It's a context, it's a shot that out of context, just by itself, you might not know what the subject is. So even if it's just my face, you don't know what I look like, right? So an extreme close-up. The next shot, Marty, is to shoot a close-up of me. Okay, mostly my face. Okay, we're still rule of thirds. My eyes should be on the upper third. I could be composing there. But basically, a close-up is the person's face. And guess what? We're cutting off the top of my head. This is the range of the close-up, okay? So that's one shot. You have to close-up, extreme close-up. Great. Let's do an MCU. Hey, cinematic. We talked about the Hulk. MCU, right? Well, this in framing is called a mid close-up. And the mid close-up is basically chest up. So this should be somewhere in there is there. So, okay, so remember, extreme close-ups, eye, close-ups, face. MCU is chest up, upper chest up, basically. All right, 3 shots. Shot number 4 is a medium shot. Medium shot, this is kind of what we've been doing right now. The medium shot is basically belly button up of your subject. If you're shooting a human. Now, these all apply differently. A lot of people like to shoot their pets for this project. You got to think about your pet's proportions. Where's their halfway point, right? Like, or you could do a car, you could do the camera, we could do a medium shot of the camera. There's a way to composite all of it. That's part of it. All right. Okay, so we got our ECU, close-up, medium close-up, medium shots. Let's do a wide shot, Marty. Great. I'm in the shot. I'm completely in the shot. You can see all of me. I'm sitting right now. If I'm standing, the shot would look a little different, right? All right. Oh. Kind of the camera's lower, but that's fine. Gives me the power. But the medium shot is right there. This is the wide shot. So your subject's there in full and compositing. Now I'm talking at the camera, so I'm in the middle, but look at all the elements that are here in that. Tilt.
I have an idea. Do a Dutch shot. A Dutch wide. Do a Dutch wide shot.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that later, Jake. Hold on a second. Dutch is a lower angle tilted shot. Or do you want to just tilt the camera and do a Dutch? There we go. Dutch is kind of a angular shot.
Why is it Dutch?
Why is it Dutch?
Yeah.
Dutch angle? Huh. I don't know the origin of why it's called that. Yeah. Let me look that up. What was that? Oh, yeah, maybe. It probably was invented.
The term Dutch angle is believed to have originated from. Sorry about my dog. The term Dutch angle is believed to have originated from German filmmakers who used the technique. It's called Dutch as a misinterpretation of the German word Deutsch, meaning German.
Whoa. There you go. Jake's got the power of Google.
I think
we all did. I was going to Google it too, but it's German. A lot of German, a lot of filmmaking is German. German technique was there. We'll talk about like mispronunciations, especially when we talk about MOS in the future. Okay, so so there's 5 shots, and you have to have 7 things total in your number 1 assignment. So I need you to shoot and show me that you know a extreme close-up, a medium or a mid close-up, a medium shot, a wide shot, and then two other which are not technically framing but more techniques. I also need to know what an establishing shot is. What is an establishing shot?
The shot that establishes the scene.
Shot that establishes the scene. So occasionally it can be like Marty is doing an established shot, which is a pan, which is showing where the subject of our piece, which is me, is in the TV studio by panning the TV studio. You could also do an extreme wide shot. Marty could get up on the ladder and go up into the angle and show the TV studio.
Just imagine.
Or from the doorway, if you went in the doorway, you could show it. I don't think the HDMI works that far. Or if you establish it, think about on TV. There's always an establishing shot for a sitcom. Who knows what the establishing shot for the sitcom is? Let's say Big Bang Theory. What would the establishing shot for every episode of the Big Bang Theory starts with an establishing shot? Well, they're in the couch, but where are they on the couch? It's an exterior, right? They show the exterior of the building or the comic book shop or whatever. I've never seen Big Bang Theory. But like, I always say Friends, I'm not sure you know Friends, but they show the comic shop or they show the, that, or.
I got a better example.
If it's like the X-Men 2, we see the exterior of the White House, right? And then we know that we're in the White House, the West Wing.
I actually got a better example. The establishing shot of every episode of The Simpsons, where after the title, we see Springfield.
We see Springfield, we see the house, or we see the nuclear power plant or Quickie Mart. Wherever they are in, we see an establishing shot. So you need to put an establishing shot in your piece that sets up where your subject is. And then finally, the last thing I want is cross-cutting. So what cross-cutting is it's an editing technique where we see one subject, we see another subject, and then we go back to that subject. So in editing, that establishes to our audience that these two subjects are in the same space. So cross-cutting, we film me and Jared. You know, and basically, that's a whip pan, but I want edits. So I want one shot of me, one shot of Jared, one shot of me again. Or it could be a shot of, it could be a shot of me, and I could be like, oh, I'm hungry. And then we take a shot of a burrito, or there's no food here.
Take a shot.
But imagine a burrito. I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Oh. Whoa! And then we come back to me, and I'm like, oh, I want that water. That would be cross-cutting, okay? Hey, the bottled water is a great example. Marty, give me a close-up of that bottled water. There you go. So remember, think of the proportions. You have to figure out, is that the close-up or is that the MCU? Or is it a medium? That's all the way easier.
I'm doing it, Tim.
Oh. I'm just saying, like, a different subject is different proportions. So Marty's going to find that.
And like it's a castaway.
See if you can get that focal distance on this camera.
I know. Oh, I
Everyone,
can actually.
Everyone on Zoom is feeling that nauseousness that I want to feel when I go to the movies right now. All right, there you go. There's your close-up. Woo! Good job. Good job. Okay. Thank you, Marty. Complain about the audio. Yeah, that was a blackout shot. Okay. So, Marty, who would like to be a camera operator? Suda, come on.
Let Marty.
Give you some room, yeah.
Marty's a better camera operator than I.
It's pushing.
Practice.
This makes perfect.
It's practice makes perfect. And I will tell you,
Right.
if you get the opportunity to touch a camera, please touch a camera.
Probably should.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay,
Medium shot,
what do you
please.
want? Where's the zoom on this?
Oh, good question. Where's the zoom? So the other camera movement we didn't talk about is the zoom. Now, zoom, like we talked about panning, we talked about tilting, zooming. So zooming is actually using the physical device on the camera or the lens to zoom in. So zooming actually changes the framing of the shot size and makes a zoom effect. And
It shows objects that are far away.
yeah, so you can, if you have a variable lens, you can zoom, or a zoom lens, right? Not all lenses have the capability to zoom though. There's some lenses that are called primes, and they're fixed lenses. We'll talk more about that in the future, but feel free to play with the zoom on the camera and get a medium shot.
This is a pretty good medium shot.
What do you think about that shot?
What do you guys think? Boom or doom? My medium shot.
I think it's good.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Good. Good. You fix it. You put me on the line. Keep my eyes. The eyes are a good area to be on the upper third and the lower third. Or even, it put me in the middle of the horizontal.
The middle?
Tilt up and get, yeah. Well,
Plura-
now I'm on the lower
Pluribus
third. I
referens.
want to be in between the top and bottom thirds.
In between the top and bottom?
Yes, right there. So, how's this shot? What do we think about this? Like it? It's a lot of new, it's a lot of headroom.
There's a bit of negative.
A lot of extra headroom, which also can make me seem shorter, smaller, right? This is
You can move the plan.
if I'm standing next to someone tall next to me, right? So realistically, you would want to tilt down,
Yeah.
get rid of that headroom there. Plenty of headroom right there. You don't want like my head being.
Yeah, we need a little bit, but
You want
that's
to keep it that way, and if I'm pan that this way, right? Okay. Definitely a lot of negative space, which would kind of be boring for me, but maybe we would, if we set up the shot, we'd be like, hey, that's a boring shot. Maybe we could put something in the background, or move the subject, or move the camera.
Or just put
That's
a graphic
always
there.
something to think about. Yeah, or maybe we're planning something. Okay, we're gonna put a graphic there. But always when you're filming, especially the people who want to be the camera operators, think about what's in the shot. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a lot easier, and this is true about everything. When we're filmmaking, there's a term called fix it and post. And that means you hate the editors, okay? You hate the editors.
Pretty much.
They can fix it in post.
But they don't want to.
We would rather shoot it right the first time than have to spend hours and hours fixing the shot. There's a lot we can do to fix the shot. We'll talk about common errors. Maybe the focus is soft. Also,
Ooh, Tim.
Yes.
You know, sometimes a negative space in a shot can actually work for a scene that might be set in a interrogation room or a prison cell. Like, have you seen The Matrix, where Neo is being interrogated by Smith and the other agents?
Yeah, absolutely. Negative space can be useful, and especially in like when it's intentional and done for your film. It's really, really important. Do a close up now. All right, I want you to make me go out of focus.
Out of focus? He just. I can't. I'll try.
So there's two rings. There is a zoom ring and a focal ring.
This is the focus? Okay. Is
Make
it?
my focus.
Are you sure?
It's still looks like it's still autofocus is on.
Okay.
That's auto everything.
He changed the 10.
Nope, this is the zoom. Focus seems to be doing a lot of nothing.
Hold on one second.
Can we turn autofocus off? Autofocus has its place.
Now the 10 is back to normal.
Yeah, I
Is that
push
it?
that. Oh, there it is. It just didn't work the 7 times I pushed it the other time.
It looks
I love
like
technology.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's not focused.
Great.
Yeah,
Now I'm out of focus, which
Which
would
is
be
what you
a
wanted, right?
soft focus. It's badly composite. There we go. Fix it. Now get me in focus. How would you focus the camera and figure that out?
Well, usually there's a. There we go.
There you go.
I played Mario Party before.
Focus in, focus out.
Same.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's have someone else.
Okay.
Someone want to jump up and try?
Thanks.
I'll try. Sorry, kids.
White shot. White shot.
Yeah, I don't know if I can teleport you in here.
Roll control.
All right. This would definitely be a extreme wide shot or extreme long shot because not only am I completely in the shot, but I'm like really small in the shot. You could make me even teeny tiny if the camera could zoom out more. But a wide shot fully would be like me in the shot. So zoom in until you can see my feet, you can see my head. Zoom in on my feet. Okay, zoom out, zoom out. I don't like. You can zoom out more, zoom out so we can see head and tilt down. Okay, hold it. Zoom in a little bit more. Hold it, hold it. There you go. That's a wide shot too, okay? So there's different levels of wide shot. If I say extreme wide shot, make me as small as possible. But if you want a wide shot, put the subject completely in there. There's also another shot I'm going to tell you that you're not required to know. I'm going to stand up and I want you to do a cowboy shot. Calvin, do you know what that is? Okay, cowboy shot. Think about Angel Nose, Showdown, right? Cowboy shot, yeah, okay, tilt down a little bit. And you can zoom out a little bit more. It's basically shins up, okay? So this shot. So think about like, yeah. So our Westerns, right? Like are this is they're the showdown, they're gonna shoot and they shoot. Cowboy shot. If I say get a cowboy, it's not fully wide, it shins up. It could be a medium wide too. That's another name for it. But Grant and I call it cowboy. So here, cowboy, that's the shot. Okay. How about a close up? Oh, chuck in.
Still a little out of focus.
Yeah, pull your foot. You're out. Your focus is soft. Find that focus. Great. Look at my eyes. The eyes are always a great place to focus in on.
And you also want to make sure that you're also capturing the details like the pores, the whiskers, like every detail on his face.
Great. Good job. That is definitely a close up, and you chucked it in. I like. There's the close up. Great. How about an MCU? MCU. Yeah, like Marvel. There you go. Tilt down. You want to. Yep, there you go. The camera is at a slightly lower angle, so it's looking up at me. But yes, remember, this is basically MCU medium close-up, mid close-up. Those are all acceptable terms. Great. Callum, tag out. Who wants to be next? No, nobody? Yo, you can go. We're gonna go film some stuff. So I'm just giving everyone an opportunity right now. We're gonna go and film art in just a second. And it's not the whole point of the class is that come on up. Come on up. Be brave. Touch the camera. This is an opportunity. I'm not gonna be mad.
Ooh, I know something that'll entice them. Instead of framing Tim, frame something else.
I'll frame the plant.
Wait.
Or like,
All right. You can, yeah, you don't have to do me. You can frame something else if you want. You want to do the plan?
Mm-mm.
No?
I'm just
All
very
right.
nervous. I
Pick up and truck the camera back. Okay. No problem. Yeah. You can go right there, okay?
For the door.
Do a medium shot.
Where's the Zoom thing?
Find one of those two rings is going to be zoom and one's focus. So look at the viewfinder. Viewfinder is the thing that you're doing it. What? I believe in learn by doing type of thing. So let's zoom in and find the focus.
There we go.
There you go. How do you like the shot? Am I on the thirds? Look in the viewfinder. I would, with the camera, I would.
No, I
always
know.
look
I'm just
at
getting
the-
a second point of view.
Okay. Try to tilt down a tiny bit, a little too much headroom. There you go. Remember, my head's on the upper third, but the eyes are, if you're filming a human, eyes. Okay?
There you go.
There you go. Great job. Is it in focus? It might be a little soft.
I don't know what's going on with it. I think I accidentally fidgeted with it.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna
try
and get back.
the focal ring again. See if you can get it sharper. Okay, now we're getting softer, which makes me look better.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect. Great. Great job. Okay, now do a wide shot.
Okay, I got ways to go. There we go.
There you go. Slip down a little bit.
Yep.
You okay? Oh, my water, I'm so thirsty.
You want this? Okay, go get it.
Yeah. Cool.
Nah, you're good. There we go.
Great. All right, good job. Thank you. Anybody else want a chance to touch the camera? We are also going to go be filming. We are going to go film in the library with the other cameras. So you don't want to do it right now. That's fine. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it. Also, I will tell you right now, everyone, for your first assignment, absolutely can come and film it in class using our cameras. In fact, next lesson, before we go into the editing lesson, I'm going to film my video and edit it, and it takes me 5 minutes to turn the project on and get 100%. I've done it about 10, 20 times, yes.
The bare minimum for the assignment is just have a shot.
Bare minimum is you need those 7 shots or 7 elements, 5 shots and 2 editing elements. And the bare minimum, I'll tell you, we're building every single time. You can shoot on your phone. That's totally great. What I would ask you to do is this is framing for television, okay? So what does that mean? It means we're using our phones. It's not a TikTok, it's not an Insta story, so landscape mode, please, at least for this assignment. I will allow content if you're making Insta content in the future, but for this one right now, I want you to know the framing. Jared, do a MCU of me, please. Good, looking good.
Cool.
So that would be use your phone, or you can, for this assignment, I really want to know, framing. So what does that mean? That means I will even accept if you wanted to draw the framing examples, you could turn in your artist rendition. I think that takes more effort, but it shows me you know it. I've had students bring in Lego examples of the framing. I've had students turn in, also, by the way, all of my projects, I'm telling you the bare minimum, and the maximum is unlimited. I had someone turn in a short 3-minute film and said, hey, all the shots you want are in this film. So then we watched the film, and I'm like, shout out when there's a close-up. So if you want to go above and beyond, go for it. September 13th is when this project's due. So we have next week and the following to turn it in. So you have plenty of time. This project literally will take me 15 minutes maximum from start to finish. That means I start the project and I upload and turn in the assignment, which I will be doing next class as an example so that we all feel confident enough to be able to do this. Okay? So I will always tell you the very bottom to earn full points, but you can go above and beyond if you want. I will not be upset if you turn in something really cool, and it might get submitted, if it's really, really impressive, I might submit it to the fall or spring showcases. We saw Nathan's last week, and I'll show more examples of things like this that has happened okay, questions or comments about Project One, framing?
Does the Australian film count as an extra frame?
Australia, the Dutch angle?
No, not the Dutch angle.
What's the Australian upside down? The whole image is upside down. I mean, you can compose it so it's upside down, but I would say is this a close up? Is it a medium? Even if it's upside down. But yes, get creative, get weird. I like weird stuff. You want to talk to Twin Peaks with me? I love weird stuff. I would love to get an impressionist, surreal art piece from you. It doesn't have to make sense. If it makes sense to you, that's the important part. You know, art is in the eye of the beholder. So if I interpret your art one way and you're like, no, that's not it. Well, guess what? As an artist, you don't really have a decision because I interpreted it my way. I can't control if I interpret it wrong or not. Okay? Great. That is the lecture for today. What we are now going to go do is take our 2 cameras and film B-roll in the library. So we are going to get up. You can leave your stuff here. I will lock it and we can come back. But we will essentially be shooting B-roll until about 4:20, 4:30 when the class is done. Okay? So we're going to take these cameras. Angel, I can tell you already, so let's grab one. We're going to take these 2 tripods here. We're all going to take plenty of opportunities. What's up, Geronimo? We're going to the library now. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? All right, let's grab the tripods, please. All right, oh, wait, I forgot. Here, hold on a second. I'm going to give this to Marty. Marty, thank you.
Got it.
Got it.
You got it?
All right, and guess what? Zoomers, all you Zoomers, you're coming with us.
Okay.
He's coming with us.
Okay, you're coming with us. We're gonna upload the thing. All right. You can still see me, Jake?
Jake Ballmer, what's up?
Jake. Okay. Everybody at home, you're coming with us. So look, I'm gonna make you all throw up again. Okay, great. Let's walk over to the campus. Feel free to ask questions. I'm gonna try to get you a decent angle. You're doing it because we asked you to, okay? All right, we're gonna take a short walk over to the library. Yes.
Device.
We gotta tell them that the
Wi-Fi device?
Yeah, because I guess that building is losing all their Wi-Fi connections. So Cal was like, does anybody plug something?
No.
I was like, no, but I don't know.
No Wi-Fi devices as far as I know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like us? No.
Well, I did have that weird issue where I couldn't get Wi-Fi in my.
I just came from someone that could connect to a different computer. So
Well, we're streaming right now, no problem, I think.
I got the door.
Uh-oh. Here, let me lock it. Will you lock it? Okay, great. Let's go.
He's
then.
got it? All right.
Okay, we're walking.
Uh-oh, it started to get a little laggy. Oh, no, now he's fully frozen.
So you set up, Marty's gonna show everyone how to set up the tripod, put the plates on, and
Oh,
Phil will do it with the other one.
And it's frozen again. Now it's
I'm not really seeing it.
Why are your taxes so high? Why are your taxes so
So, yes, we're gonna be respectful and quiet. And we're gonna fix some art. Just know that, like, when you hand the tools, that is good intention. And when we hand the tools as filmmakers, we're deciding what we're shot in the hand or the still camera. So we'll have them that. Lens cap goes where?
in your pocket?
In your pocket, for sure. Sorry, we're gonna pick up some shots over here. You can see. We're going to secure the tripod. The last thing we want to do is have the camera drop on the ground and break. So the glass, like I said, the lenses are expensive. So the more that we put them on the tripods, the more secure they are. So always have your hands on the camera. This is what does it mean lighting?
To me, these lenses are stuck. Legs should just kind of fall, but. Tim, Phil, or any of those people. When you do, can you want them?
There's something in the track.
There we go.
Oh, okay, here we go. So the tripod is labeled, lens is pointing that way. So the tripod plate is loaded incorrectly. So we always need a coin or the case. Boom, put that around. Most of our tripods are uniform, but when they're not, now see, clicks on, no problem. We want to tighten this one right here. This is the lock. It's the safety lock. Now there is a safety feature. Let's say I forget to do this lock right here. If I forget to do this lock and I tilt down, oh look, it's slid forward, right? That was pretty scary, right? Yeah, terrifying.
Yeah,
But watch what happens. It is designed for that to happen because if I let it slide, there is a catch and there's a button right here that is the safety catch, so you don't break a camera. But that's pretty scary, right?
Dude, I was ready to run, dive over and grab it.
I love doing that.
No, you all three of us.
Until that, okay. The other thing to note with our tripods is if you look right here, well, yes, so there's a level right here. So the way the level is you're gonna grab the top of the camera with your hand, and you're gonna grab this stick down here and lefty loosey, right? Lefty loosey. So I'm gonna lefty loose, and then that allows me to manually change the head of the tripod. So this is how I can balance it, and there's a level and bubble right here.
So you look at the bubble and I'm gonna tilt it, and now that means the camera is level. Why do we do that? Why do you think we have to level the camera?
It's not good.
Yes, so it's not, but because maybe where we're at is not level. And yeah, like one leg could be way taller or shorter than the other. And the second that we change our legs, it's going to now not be level. So knowing how to level it is going to improve your camera. Also, your tilt and pan, you can change the drag. And the drag is how much
That's the Komodo?
have. Sorry, what
Canon.
did you say?
Oh, it's a Canon.
These are cannons, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna move over here so they can hear me a little bit better, but so the drag on the tripods are going to allow us to look at the level of the game, so change my legs. So now it's level, and the drag is gonna be how much resistance is on it. So if I just push a little bit, you can see I can do the fluid. But if I affect my drag, and I can do that by turning this knob and going less, it is much easier to pan left or right. So here, push the camera. Okay, you feel the amount of resistance right there?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna add drag. Now try. Takes more effort, right? And sometimes that's good because if there's more effort, you can kind of do this type of movement. Now, what is interesting about our camera movements, especially zoom, focus, and drag, we are limited by our human bodies, okay? So we have a certain amount of range of motion. So if I want to do a complete 160 or 360 pan, it's really hard because I am going to have to move, and these movements are going to make my shot not that fluid. So I can like go to another hand, but ultimately you kind of need a machine to do a perfect 360 pan. It's completely fluid.
Also, how much chords you have.
All the chord, yeah, you can see with that happens too, and you could see if we were streaming to them right there, if we had the cable, the HDMI cable, it would come loosened. The other problem that would happen with here is so if I'm doing a slow, I'm going to do a slow. I want to zoom in the shot, and I want a really fluid zoom. So just watch. If you want to come back behind me and see it, or you can just watch my hands. You'll be able to see. I'm going to do a zoom in, okay? And I want it to be as fluid as possible. So as I zoom in, pretty fluid up until a point. Why? Because my wrists are human wrists. So I only have about 70% range of motion. So that means if I'm doing a fluid movement, I can't really go all the way without like my wrist.
Don't break your wrist.
Yeah, well, not trying to break the wrist, but ultimately I have to adjust my grip to be able to get the full zoom. Same with focus. So in the video production class, you'll see our follow focus, which allows us to have more range of motion of our wrist, but we're limited by as good as a focus as we can do. You know what? I think I forgot media. So I will go get media really quick and then we'll start filming, okay?
All right.
Touch the camera. If you haven't touched the camera, now's the time to play and touch the camera. I will be right back.
I don't know what I just did. But I just did something with my fingers. Yeah, that's how you kind of say goodbye.
That was a lot.
The heck happened to my lips?
We don't have it.
Yeah, we can't really record right now. There's no.
I mean, you can think about what we want to record.
I mean, honestly, walking out something.
Like you have everything done, I saw and the sun was just.
Yeah.
It wasn't even still.
I'm just looking at like jobs right now, like
Yes.
thinking about like where.
that, for example, it doesn't really work out inside, but it bumps up the ISO. No, any filter.
That's what I mean.
Natural light, which gives
I feel, I'm kind of thinking of walking that shot right now.
What about?
Yeah, good. I'm thinking it's kind of like, and also, how are we looking at this?
Oh, wait.
It's not too bright.
What about?
Oh, actually. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna touch on that, just right here, so I'll get this shot.
This is our media. So the media is the cards, basically, that everything goes on. So if you don't have this, if you don't have a battery, if you don't have a camera, you can't shoot anything. So we are gonna load the media right in here, okay? And then once we know that the media is loaded, we can look at our viewfinders. What's interesting, if you take a look at the viewfinder, it has a grid on here that allows you to see the rule of thirds so that you can composite it. It's called the grid. Other information on here that we can look at, we can see that there's 158 minutes on this card, so we'll be okay. And we're filming 4K right now, which is great. I will let you film. All right, the other thing to check out is our critical focus. We want to make sure our focus guide is on. Okay, the focal indicator right here is once the square box turns green, you know it's in focus, okay? Yeah. Focal assist. Focal assist. Thank you. So let's start filming. We want to film all the paintings, all the sculptures. Feel free to jump around.
Don't mind me.
We're going to give you all about 5 minutes. We'll jump through and get a different shot, okay? Tomorrow at the event, we'll get B-roll with people in it. So now we want to put the close-ups in the shots for it. Thank you, Marty. So yes, we are going to shoot some B-roll. And look, also while we're, yes, the two of you are going to be our crew.
Background.
I'm going to get you set up. We're going to set up a light so you can do an interview. And then I have to do a Zoom from 5:30 to 6. So then I will come back and join you.
Okay.
All right? All right. So we're going to meet here at, let's say, 4:30.
I'm in the acting class, so
We'll be in the class together. So as soon as the class is over, we'll set up film.
Okay.
Good?
Wait, is the class tomorrow?
There's an acting class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go to that and then I'll head to this.
Great. Yeah. Come, both of you, and then we'll go straight here.
Hi, Jake Vollmer.
But here, let's take a look at our class. Remember also, there is a gimbal. Remember also the big thing I didn't talk about was the record button. So if you hit the record button, so Angel is not currently recording.
We're not recording, we're still on.
That's okay. I was just wanting to make sure is,
Maybe right back to here. But also be careful, there's a sculpture right here. There we go. Refocus it.
Cool shot. That's a rack focus right there. Jared's doing a rack focus.
He's got a plan.
Yes.
We're still trying to.
Yeah. Do you have a question, Terrence?
You said you're gonna do another Zoom class right now, right? So you're gonna hop off this?
Oh no.
No.
That's tomorrow. We're talking about tomorrow's production. We're just yes.
How you get for the tilt?
For the tilt. Okay, so there's that one and there's this one here. So that's the tilt. Yes.
Yeah, we're still trying.
No worries. That I didn't explain it.
Yeah, we're trying to make it look smooth and make it look nice.
Wait, is it? So you want more or less? You want
Less.
loosen it? So look, there's a plus and a minus. So minus that way. There you go. Well, also there's a lock on it. So your lock will keep it from, because like, look, if I let go, it's automatically tilt down, right? So I put the lock on so it doesn't. But if I have my hand on here, I'm if I have my hand on here, I'm gonna undo the lock, and now I'm gonna put some drag on it so that I
Yeah, if you want
actually
the lock
like
on.
some type of drag, right? Okay, so you can decide there. But if it's up, it's locked, and that just keeps it from tilting down. You can also lock. This is the lock for pan. So if you do that, it'll lock from panning left or right. Yes. All right, here we go. We have a question here. How do we angle the tripod? What do you mean angle?
I want this down towards the.
You want to tilt?
Yes.
Okay. So on this camera, in order to tilt, it has a lock on right now. So if we undo this lock, it'll allow you to tilt. Okay. So we turn the lock on when we're not doing anything so the camera doesn't fall.
Gotcha.
Also know that this has the drag on it. So this is the drag. 1, 2, and there's 1. You can see how much tilt it is. 2, how much drag. 3, a lot more drag.
Yes.
Okay. So you decide what you want it to be. Okay. Right there. I'm turning the lock back on and the drag. So that's the lock
here.
Okay.
Forward
Yes.
is unlock.
Yes.
I see.
Makes sense?
Yes.
Great. You can see.
I don't know what's next, honestly. If we want, we can put it over there.
You definitely move, yeah, and go. I would just think about every painting,
No, I was trying to see what they are.
everything, anything, all the art is gonna be B-roll, right?
Okay, just wanted to make sure because
Yes.
you said focus on the painting and that could be
Yes.
two different guys.
Marty and Phil, can you just make sure that their shots are exposed correctly? We didn't really talk about exposure today, but we just want to make sure that's kind of
I'm trying
where
to
we're
get
going.
from out of focus. We'll be trying to go from like way out of focus here. I'm trying to get.
Jared's doing a rack focus.
Yes, yes. So we're gonna get really.
So that means going from out of focus to in focus. Absolutely.
Hey, Tim,
Yes.
here's an idea for a few B-roll shots. You
What's
should
that?
have it be off the tripod.
Oh yeah, we'll do some handheld too as well. That's a great idea, Jake. Thank you very much. But we're gonna have them play with sticks right now, as everybody's learning how to use the tripod. But for sure, handheld shots as well. Do I have any jobs this year? Yeah. Let me. Yeah. Do you want to shoot some sports? Okay. Dr. Avila and the sports department are looking for 2 people who can film all of the sports events and do commentary or recording afterwards. I'll suggest you and Santi if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already have camera work.
Yeah. No. I watched you at the graduation.
I hated it. I did not like it.
Well, I understand. You were in the heat the whole time.
It's not the second time because I had to do like Kira High, but it was just
Why'd you hate it?
they happened to put the plant right where I did not want it to be, and I
that messed
tried
your
to
shot
get
up?
the graduation and the lady that was doing the chorus, I guess, and it messed me up. So I had to go more far looking right, so the cut kind of make it look better.
The shot wasn't as good.
No, I didn't like it. I did not like it.
Hey, that happens. I understand that.
But
So-
he told me next is like, just tell them like where their stuff is gonna be.
Since you are going to be our subject, what I would say is take this opportunity now
To look at
to
spots.
observe, look at spots, but also like learn about the piece. When we're doing interviews, it's always better to go in knowing something or thinking. Should always prep some questions.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And think about the piece that we did, but also like, look, there's the name of the event, there's the banner. So at least we know it's called the EWA or EWHA art exhibition. This is San Francisco Noke Me, right? It looks like it's based off of the characters. Is that again?
Korean.
It's Korean? Yeah, okay, great. So yeah. Great. So now we know, oh, look, and there's a thing right here that you could probably read and figure out, and that gives you a better ability to ask not dumb questions. Because
I hate going into interviews without questions.
I've done so many interviews and I've only embarrassed myself really about 4 times. And one time was I was interviewing the person, I realized halfway through he was an actor who was in a show I watched. And I didn't realize who he was until halfway through. I realized, oh, some of my questions were really stupid. Because, yeah.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah. I've done tons of interviews. I've interviewed at Comic-Con. I've interviewed celebrities. Yeah, Comic-Con. I got to interview the Fringe cast. This is the TV show Fringe and Thundercats and Entourage. And it was a while ago, obviously. Let's see. Beautiful campus of Gatlin. I interviewed Henry Cavill. But right when he was announced to be Superman. So yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
I've interviewed Bill Murray and Clint Eastwood and George Lopez. And
Clint Eastwood has to be the coolest.
Clint Eastwood was pretty old guy at that point. He was pretty old, not as tall as I expected.
How tall is
Who looked like Geronimo?
Geronimo.
Oh no, how?
Oh, you think Terrence looks like Geronimo?
Yeah, from an angle when I glanced.
It's the hair.
It's the Markiplier for Una's Honest. 1 year.
I just dropped my lighting. It's a
Yeah,
right.
I got my 3 shots. I want to.
You got your 3 shots? Great. Let someone else try.
Okay, so obviously I'm not there. Do I go get B-roll somewhere else, or is this just for the art?
This is for the art one, right?
Okay.
So this is going to be the art piece. Are you going to, I know you've been to campus before, Terrence. Are you going to come at all?
Yeah, I'm planning to. I just father-in-law's been in and out of the hospital with all that stuff and other stuff. But
there's no pressure at all. I'm just saying that
I'm missing out.
I will announce opportunities to do Gav TV. So if you want to, I would definitely put a lot of events coming up. And in fact, about a month from now, we're going to shoot a live television show.
Okay.
That's a fictional piece. That might be a fun one to come and be the crew.
Okay.
We're going to use 4 cameras, all live. It's going to be live switched, like a TV studio production. So that might be a day to plan and come or something. But and definitely if you want to edit the Gav TV news, or if you want to shoot your own Gav TV news, it can be something that pertains to you that is outside of class. You're a Gav student. Just because you're not on campus doesn't mean there aren't stories out there that pertain to us. And we'll talk more about that. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about it. It's the first week of class. You're here on Zoom. You're getting credit for participating. You just don't get to touch the camera.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm itching, dude. I was like,
I know. It's a big FOMO, but we'll do our best to at least to give you commentary so that you get somewhat of experience. But I know that you have the interest for sure. Yeah, when do you leave, Jared? When do you leave?
October 23rd or 4th, one of those 2 days.
And what do you know where you're going?
Yeah, Del Rio.
That's the weekend of 4th and 4th, huh?
Yeah,
that's
not fun.
You know, they moved it to San Diego for.
Wait, Del Rio is where?
That's on the Rio Grande.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's down there at the tip.
But you don't know if you're going to get deployed at all, or?
That's supposed to be our post.
Okay.
That is our deployment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing our job down there.
Right, but you're in Army Reserves, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We're going active for that. So
okay.
Fun.
All right. I was just curious. So, with Iran and everything.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's why I know. I know Jared is like one of the servicemen I actually know. So I'm like, all of that stuff coming up. I'm like, oh, Jared.
I know.
Not nervous at all.
I'm not nervous. It's gonna be good money, but it's like the weather sucks down there. You think it's hot here, it's like this at night. So that and then it's just a super long time.
Okay.
Well, I mean, shoot, at least you're not gonna get into issues with all the border stuff going on out there.
That's true. Like we're only down there as like anti-drone stuff. Yeah, like we do drone stuff and then just report to border control. Yes. Shots? Cartel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, B-roll is like super to like see the breaks in the story. We can find
Basically.
so yeah, we have like
Shot in mine, but I was
and then also very important is get the actual
Gordon is his name.
because I have 2 days on, 2 days off.
Today, you should probably shots. Okay.
So
And tomorrow, since everybody here, you can get more shots up there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's gonna
Be better. It's gonna be around the same time. Like exactly similar. How about you?
Because they want to work
Like envisions, like maybe for that one, you can like put a lot of people down.
It's also
Center,
Yeah, and then like with that one, I was thinking maybe like you could go like that, but then like there's that stuff on the left.
Oh wait, that green yellow blue thing is
Yeah.
right.
And like try and get that as well, but like there's like that stuff that we don't really.
Oh, that. I don't think that's a part of it, so I wouldn't get that.
But maybe you could like do the other way.
Yeah, you kind of in multiple directions. So you get like a still shots. Still shots are also good for B-roll. Just like live there.
And then like I think maybe that one.
No, like doing a script writing my first.
Hey, Tim.
And I wrote a script my first time. It was. I thought it was okay, but it was just like.
Every time I hear Tim's name, it reminds me of the Tim the Tapman notification.
Mindset that I can get into, especially if I can put like, you know, the whole airsoft water thing and all that stuff into it. Sometimes that private plug, you're just like, where do I take this now? Where do I want to go with this? Like,
That's illegal.
I put too much ideas into this.
Hey, Tim.
Listen, I love film, I love editing, but I hate it. Like at the same time.
Yo, can someone call Tim for Jack?
They're like
So the production's on, our output. Did you like it?
From what, like what? Or like what?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, Jake, I'll be Tim for you. What's up? What do you need, buddy?
Can you go get Tim for me, please? I just want to talk to him.
Tim, go get Tim.
Oh my God. Hey, sorry about that.
Hey, so is this a good time to talk about the music for real or fake?
Yeah, let's talk about it. What do you want to know about the music?
So I want to
There's a fire
know
extinguisher.
how
Check it out.
do we want to be able to compose it? Because I don't want to use non-copyrighted existing music. I want it to be new and original.
Do you know an artist who could compose music then?
Do you know an artist that could?
I know some artists. I just don't know how busy they are. Santi is a really great music composer. Let me see if he's available. Yeah. Anybody in this class compose music?
If not, I can ask somebody as
Okay.
well.
Great.
I know.
Thank you.
Hey,
You're welcome.
maybe Jake, you can connect Terrence Terrence, maybe Jake can send you a link to his video and we can talk to somebody.
Okay.
It's Jake, why don't you tell Terrence about your film, and then Terrence can see if the person he knows is a right fit, because I'm guessing
So,
Santi's going to be
okay.
pretty busy, to be honest.
So my
You want to
film-
use me in the shot? I can be in the shot. Sorry, I'm going to mute myself so you two can talk, okay?
All right. Okay, so my film is called Real or Fake. It's about a guy who gets framed for murder by a CEO who used AI to make it look like he murdered that CEO.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like,
Okay, cool. Like Prison Break vibes too.
I
know.
It's not exactly Prison Break vibes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Real fake.
But the main character of the movie is the filmmaker's sister, whom is the cinematographer, and the brother in the movie is known to produce films against artificial intelligence.
Okay. Okay, I got you now. I think he'd be a good fit. When it comes to composing music, do you want them to watch whatever film you guys have and just go off of that? Okay.
Yeah, like I think that's what a lot of filmmakers do, and they usually complete the final product of the movie and then they send it to the music composers to use the video as reference for making the music.
Okay. Would you also like to be maybe in the room with them?
So
Or
I don't think I'll be able to be in the room because based on my living situation, but I mean, like if he has Zoom and we can host a Zoom meeting, then that's
that would
great.
work too. Okay. I have multiple friends that produce music and they make original music as well.
Okay.
I'm thinking one of my friends from school would actually be good for it. I'll message him, see how he's doing. I know he doesn't charge, so that's why I'm recommending him too.
Oh, he doesn't charge? Okay.
I know he doesn't charge. Everybody else that I do know, they do charge, but I don't think they've ever worked on anything like this before, so I'm not sure if they would charge, honestly. So I'll just message them, see if they have time for you.
It's
and I'll let you know.
not exactly a hour-long movie. It's just a 8-minute feature film.
Oh, okay.
That includes the credits.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Would you like me to send you a link to my movie via Google Drive?
Yes, please.
Okay. I may have to also export the file in 2K because I'm unable to send files out in 4K.
Okay.
But I think like what's more important is the audio, and at the very least, the audio remains is mostly the same even for 2K and 4K movies.
Yeah.
Could you perhaps send me your Gmail?
Yeah, I'll send you my Gmail right now.
Well, so that you can share with your friend. Wait,
I'm gonna give you.
Maybe better yet, I can send it to you via inbox, and then I can confirm you from there.
Oh yeah, true. We could do that as well.
Okay.
And I also have buddies that work during South by Southwest and Comic Con as well. So if they know anybody, I could also shoot them your info.
All right. Okay.
That's why they weren't reacting to us. We were
It was muted so they could talk. But so for you tomorrow, what's important, hopefully Phil will point this out to you, is being aware of the camera. So if
Yeah.
we're being
Oh, yeah,
interviewed,
yeah, cheat
it's
out to the
better,
camera.
yeah,
So-
definitely cheat out to the camera and ask what the microphone is, having the microphone in the face, because it's very directional. Marty's just like tilting, so you can put it up here, Marty. It was just our heads cut off.
That's a much better shot.
There you go, much
So
better
we'd probably
shot. So
stand
it would be,
equal,
yeah.
and we'd stand like
So,
this.
yeah,
We'd be on the
Marty's-
third, so.
And obviously, it's all greasy because look how gross my laptop is. But yeah, so yeah, so yeah.
I've interviewed with CMAP and Bobby Jasper.
Good, so you have some experience.
CMAPper.
Yeah.
I'm a CMAPper.
So you know.
He's a surviving CMAP.
Asking questions and listening is gonna be the number one skill that a good reporter.
I love
will have.
improv.
Because it's not about answering the questions on your list. It's about asking a question and then listening and see if you can have a follow-up question that pertains to something they said.
We're trying to get as much information about
Because
people as
I've had people interview and like, question number one is, who are you? Question number two is, why are you here? And question number three is like, what do you like? So it would be like, who are you? Oh, I'm Tim. What do you do? Oh, I'm a professor, but one time I killed a person. And then,
How was it?
And then you'd be like, no, but then you'd be like, what do you like? Right? Like that's the third question on
Yeah.
the list.
No, don't go on.
And you like are not listening because like, oh, tell me about the person you murdered.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I didn't. That's not a confession. Not a confession to
I
guilt.
mean, I can ask you the questions I have now.
Yeah, okay, let's practice.
Hello, I'm Asuda Gonzalez with Gav TV. What's your name?
I'm Tim Malone.
What's your role at this event?
I am the film and television professor, and I'm in charge of Gav TV, who's interviewing at this event.
Awesome. Yeah, that's consensus.
Made it worse.
Consensus.
Just made it in a different
Hey, look, there's a
direction.
glare.
It's a cool
There was
like
a glare.
JJ
Abrams.
Abrams effect.
So, what are you doing here at this event?
Well, my role is to facilitate Gav TV, which is a student-run, a student-led news organization here on Gav Academy.
Can you tell us what you know about this event?
Nothing.
Fair enough.
Or wait, ask me that question again.
Can you tell us about the event?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about the event? What do you know about this event? The UL Art Exhibition.
But I know a fair bit.
Such as
Favorite painting?
Yeah, it's about asking leading questions.
Sorry,
You
what?
ask a Yes or no question. They could.
Like, what's his favorite painting?
Okay.
Oh.
So it's like, so what I would,
Can you tell us about the event?
yes, I can.
Okay. You gotta be specific.
How about, tell us about the event?
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Then
Well, that's
the
more-
person
yeah,
has
Yeah,
to
don't use
answer.
yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you say, can I? Yes, I can. You know, you don't know if you're gonna run into somebody who's really obtuse or like literal, they're gonna just say yes or no, right?
Yeah.
Like, also, if you're gonna ask like a definitive question, like, hey, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Pepperoni.
What a boring answer.
Now you don't have
What
any
is your
footage.
favorite what's your favorite type of pizza and why?
Pepperoni because it tastes good.
Hello, buddy. Oh, hello.
What did he just?
He just.
So we
he
don't
loomed-
do that in the middle of an
He
interview.
loomed away.
He's like, he's just like,
He led with his nose like a sheep.
What? Oh, the nose. You bring up the nose. That's gonna be the bit this semester is my nose.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. I saw Santi over there.
Santi.
Okay.
Now
So-
Marty's looming away. Hi, Jake Bowman.
Hey Jake, where's your dog?
Hi.
Look, what's your dog's name?
Badger.
Badger.
Hi.
Badger. Hey
I've
Badger.
never heard of
Badger.
He can't hear you because I have headphones on.
Oh, that's fair.
Put it on Badger. You want to talk to Badger? No, just kidding. Badger can you? Oh, Badger. Yes.
Oh, look, he's ready.
Oh yeah, Badger is ready. Badger's about to lock in. All right. Hey, my name is Badger. I'm here streaming.
Can we interview your
I'm here
dog?
streaming GTA 6.
What?
Yeah, like and subscribe. All right, everybody.
Oh, what time is
It's
it?
a wrap. Finish your last shot.
That camera's not
And we're gonna
on.
head back to the TV studio.
Also, what time do the games usually start?
It's all different times.
Really?
So yeah, that's part of it, why we're gonna be a team. So
Gotta
it's,
go out
it's
again.
football, it's basketball, it's soccer. So we'll look on the athletic page.
I was gonna say I don't think you guys have a volleyball team this semester either.
Some days I can take the break, but I do judo. So
I understand. That's gonna be, we're gonna talk with you're gonna talk with the department, okay? Yes. Judo. All right, hey, we are gonna wrap up here, so we're just gonna walk back to the TV studio, but we're gonna call it for the day. Thank you very much. We are going to see you all Monday. Remember, this is uploaded, so
Make sure
bye.
to like and
Like and subscribe
Bye.
below. Give me bits or all right, we're gonna stop recording.